After destroying the dark crystal at the heart of the gloom, Sami and his team believed they had dealt a crushing blow to the Shadow organization. However, the reality was more complex. The Heart of Darkness was merely a small station in a larger, more dangerous plan. When they emerged from the cave, they found themselves surrounded by a storm of shadows, and ominous signs appeared in the sky. Xena, looking at the dark sky, said, "This is not the end. This is just the beginning." The crystal only controlled this area, but the darkness is still alive elsewhere. Sami replied firmly, "If they want war, so be it. We will not back down now. We'll face them until the end." As the team regrouped, a strange light appeared in the sky, from which a message emerged from the old guardians who had helped Sami in the past. It was a warning. The Master is not finished. He has withdrawn to reorganize his forces. His next target is to reach the Gate of Eternity, a place that will enable him to control all worlds. The Guardian exclaimed in shock, "The Gate of Eternity! It is a legend that whoever controls, it controls time and space." The bird replied, "If the Master wants to reach it, we must beat him there at all costs." The team's new journey began to the location of the Gate of Eternity, a place deep in a towering mountain called Summit of the End. The path was fraught with dangers, and darkness surrounded them at every step. As they made their way through a mist-filled valley, they were suddenly attacked by shadow soldiers led by one of the senior leaders of the Shadow organization, named Rasmus. Rasmus was a mysterious figure clad in gleaming black armor, wielding a dark sword that emitted dark sparks. Rasmus said in a commanding voice, "You, Sami, represent a great threat, but your journey ends here. You will not reach the gate." An immense battle erupted between the team and the shadow soldiers. Rasmus fought Sami directly, while the bird and the guardian faced endless waves of soldiers. Rasmus was a fierce fighter, and his dark sword was able to absorb energy from his opponents. Sami tried to use balance energy, but every strike was countered with equal force. Rasmus said mockingly, "No matter what you try, you cannot defeat me. Your energy is not enough." Sami retorted angrily, "True strength doesn't come from darkness, but from the resolve to protect what's right." Sami gathered his energy for a powerful attack, but Rasmus fended it off with ease. It seemed like Sami was about to fall, but Xena intervened at the last moment, casting a spell that paralyzed Rasmus for a short while. The team took this opportunity to defeat the remaining soldiers. Then Sami and Xena launched a combined attack on Rasmus. Despite his strength, Rasmus couldn't withstand their consecutive strikes and finally fell after Sami dealt him a devastating blow using the balance energy. Rasmus said before vanishing, "Killing me won't stop the Master. The Gate of Eternity will open soon, and you can't do anything." After eliminating Rasmus, the team continued their journey toward the Summit of the End. The path became more challenging, with snowstorms and rugged terrain filled with traps. The Guardian said while struggling forward, "This place seems like it's trying to kill us." The bird replied, "If this is just the beginning, I don't want to know what's waiting for us up there." When they reached the mountain's peak, they found the Gate of Eternity shielded by a massive magical barrier. Behind the barrier, the Master was waiting for them, surrounded by a new army of dark creatures. The Master said with a destructive smile, "Welcome to your end. You weakened me before, but thanks to the power of the gate, I have become stronger than ever." A colossal battle broke out between the team and the Master's army. Darkness enveloped the entire place, and the fierce winds made fighting even more difficult. Sami and Xena faced the Master directly, while the Guardian and the bird fought the Dark Army. The Master shouted angrily, "You are just humans. How dare you stand in my way?" Sami replied courageously, "Darkness cannot defeat light, no matter its strength. We will stop at nothing to protect the worlds." While the battle raged on, Sami realized that the magical barrier could only be destroyed by fully using balance energy. But this meant he would exhaust all his power and might lose his life. Xena said with concern, "Sami, you can't do this. We'll find another way." Sami replied with a smile, "Sometimes we must sacrifice to protect those we love. This is true strength." Sami gathered all his energy and directed it at the barrier. A massive burst of energy illuminated the place, destroying the barrier completely. But Sami fell to the ground after exhausting all his power. With the barrier destroyed, the Master's power weakened, and the team finally managed to finish him off. However, they were surrounded by tears as they saw Sami lying motionless. Xena exclaimed while trying to revive him, "No, Sami, you can't leave us now." At the last moment, the Crystal Tiger appeared again and said to the team, "Sami is not dead. He sacrificed his power, but his spirit is still here. We can help him, but you have to trust." Stay tuned for the next part, where Sami's fate unfolds, and a new journey to restore his balance and power begins.